What's up everyone, Mortal Snow here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining who I think the Wanderer is, and also explaining who I think the Wanderer isn't, because there's a lot of debate right now as to who the Wanderer is between a bunch of different Fortnite characters. So I'm going to be explaining exactly who I think the Wanderer is at the end of the video, but first I want to get through all the characters that I don't think could possibly be the Wanderer. So let's get straight into the video. So first off, one of the people that people think the Wanderer could be is Geno. Now, the reasons why I personally don't think Geno would be the Wanderer is because, well, the Wanderer is working with Megalodon, they're clearly a villain, and Geno's just got no reason to just creep around in a hooded figure and just lurk around the island and observe and watch people and just watch the island. They've got no reason to do that, or to work with Megalodon. If anything, if Geno came back, they'd probably be good, because Geno kind of did turn good in a way, or revealed they were kind of good, even though they had good intentions to protect the 0 point, but they just did it in a bad way. But Geno's not necessarily too evil of a guy. So if he did, and he's got no magic order now, so I feel like if he did come back, he would go to Jones and Hope and try and help them defeat Megalodon. So he's not really got much reason to, work with Megalodon or be a villain anymore. Really, he's not much of a reason to do that. He'd more likely if he came back, he would help Jones and Hope. Really. The next person people believe the Wanderer to be is the Shipless Man, and why I don't think the Shipless Man can be the Wanderer is because I believe the Shipless Man is Kato Thorn. Now, the reason why, because obviously we had the whole storyline in Chapter 4 Season 1 about the Shipless Man wanting Stone to create his whole Riftgate and everything, and then Season 2 came around and the Syndicate stuff started, and we just never heard anything about Shipless Man again. Now, the reason why I think the Shipless Man is Kato Thorn is because a lot of people might not know this, but Chapter 4 seasons were very out of place. Season 2 and 3 were meant to happen in Chapter 3, and then Chapter 4 Season 4, Last Resort Kato Thorn season, was actually meant to be Chapter 4 Season 2, which would have made a lot of sense as to how the Shipless Man could be Kato Thorn, right? The Shipless Man wants a Riftgate constructed, right? And all of a sudden, the Riftgate gets constructed, someone goes through the Riftgate, it destroys the Riftgate, there's a red portal in the sky, red rift in the sky, and then all of a sudden next season, Kato Thorn is on the island, with all his POIs and Kato Thorn's collection, everything. Kato Thorn's on the map. How did he get on the map, right? I know he has a time machine, but that can only travel through time. That can't travel through reality. So he needed a reason to get onto the island, and the Riftgate would make much sense. And it would also make a lot of sense as to how the Shipless Man just wasn't mentioned after the Last Resort season was extended from being Season 2 all the way to Season 4. It makes sense as to why the Shipless Man was all of a sudden just cut off and never mentioned again for 2 seasons, because they were meant to be mentioned again in Season 2, but they ended up shifting Season 2 over to Season 4. The Last Resort season was shifted over from Season 2 to Season 4, and that makes sense as to why the Shipless Man was just not mentioned for 2 seasons, and all of a sudden, somehow, in Season 4, Kato Thorn comes to the island with no explanation. It just makes a lot of sense, really, Kato Thorn being the Shipless Man. So that's why I don't think the Shipless Man can be the Wanderer. Right? Now, the next person that people are saying could be the Wanderer is the Nothing. Now, I don't really see how the Nothing can be the Wanderer, because why would the Nothing be hiding in a cloak, laying low, and just observing the island, and just lurking around, right? The Nothing is literally the most powerful being in all of the universe, the embodiment of evil, the most powerful entity ever. They would not need to ally themselves with Megalodon. They could literally just destroy the island in just 1 second. Just completely annihilate the island, just the poof, just like that, just 1 second. They could instantly just destroy the whole island and reveal the 0 point. They wouldn't need to hide in a hooded figure and observe the island and ally themselves with Megalodon. There's just no reason for them to do that. Right? Now, who do I think the Wanderer is? Now, I personally think the Wanderer is none other than Dr. Doom, a Marvel villain. Right? The reason why I think it's Dr. Doom, the roadmap for Season 4, so the roadmap shows all the seasons and everything that's planned for 2024, right? And Dr. Doom is shown on that roadmap. It shows an image from, I think it's a Fantastic Four comic, where it shows Dr. Doom. So if it shows Dr. Doom, it means Dr. Doom's is going to be heavily focused in Season 4, right? And if you don't know Marvel lore, Dr. Doom is a villain, right? He's a villain mainly known as a villain in the Fantastic Four franchise, right? So he's a villain, right? So if he's going to be the main character of a season, and he's a villain, he's most likely going to be the villain for Season 4. So that means the slot for the villain of Season 4 has already been filled with Dr. Doom. So why would they hype up the Wanderer so much now if they're not really going to be involved makes so much sense. Doctor Doom is the Wanderer. I know Doctor Doom can sometimes be a very dramatic character, but maybe they're trying to lay low, hide their identity so no one understands, no one figures out their identity, observes the island, works with Megalodon, and then reveals himself as Doctor Doom in season 4, right? Because I mean, this is a similar sort of thing with the Herald. The Herald, you know, observed the island in season 3 of chapter 3, and then came to the map in Paradise in chapter 3, season 4, right? Doctor Doom could be doing the same thing, right? Observing the island now, hiding, disguising themselves as a hooded figure, just, you know, observing, watching people, just observing the island, and secretly behind the scenes working with Megalodon, and then reveals themselves as Doctor Doom in season 4. Just kind of makes a lot of sense to me, if I'm being honest, that Doctor Doom is the Wanderer. Now, why would the Wanderer, aka Doctor Doom, be working with Megalodon? Now, I believe that Doctor Doom is trying to find the 0 point. They're basically allying themselves with Megalodon to help them find the 0 point. Now, why would Doctor Doom benefit from having the help of Megalodon to find the 0 point? Well, he doesn't know exactly what the 0 point is. Megalodon has a Leviathan ship. I feel like Megalodon is going to charge up his Leviathan ship once it gets charged up in Nitro. He's going to use it to tear through the island and completely split the island in half and expose the 0 point. And that's why I feel like Doctor Doom and Megalodon have allied themselves, Doctor Doom obviously being the Wanderer. I feel like it just makes a lot of sense. And Doctor Doom has unfinished business. Wanderer says they have unfinished business on the island. Doctor Doom's been to the island before in Zero War, right? A lot of people might not know this because the Zero War, you had to pay to get some of these comics, but Doctor Doom was actually in the Zero War comics, and he allied himself with the Imagined Order. So he's been to the island before, so he has unfinished business with the island. And he actually said when he left the island, he actually betrayed the island in the end. When he took some of the weapons from the Island Castle, he didn't give them to Io. Gonna try to convince Doctor Doom to help him in the final battle, but Doctor Doom refused, shooting Gunner and just transporting away with all the ice cube weapons, saying that your vision of the Imagined Order is perfect, but the only mistake you made is thinking you were possible of doing such a thing. So maybe Doctor Doom needs to fulfill that, vision, and maybe now he's back on the island to try and get the 0 point. I think it makes a lot of sense, honestly, with Doctor Doom just being the Wanderer. So that's basically my view on it. I'm curious to see what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.